Once again, very good morning to everyone. और आज अष्टमी भी है तो माँ दुर्गा हम सबको और आप सबको अपना शुभ आशीष दे. And let's begin with today's thought of the day. And just imagine, you've all walked into a room and felt something. Not seen something, not heard something, but felt something. Maybe it was a party where one person was having such a good time that you instantly wanted to be near them, or a meeting where someone walked in so tense that your own shoulders went up before they even opened their mouth, or a kitchen where your mom was quietly furious about something and you just knew before a single word was spoken. Now, that wasn't magic. That wasn't intuition. That was energy. And today we are going to talk about the most underestimated power you carry into every room, every conversation, every relationship, every single day. So today's session is called The Energy You Bring Changes Everything. Yeah. Here's something researchers called emotional contagion. But honestly, every Indian household has known this for generations. So when your father comes home in a bad mood, what happens? Just remember your childhood days. The TV volume goes down, the kids disappear into their rooms, the dog somehow senses it and stops barking. The entire house recalibrates around one person's energy. Been there? Nobody announced the mood. Nobody sent a memo, but everyone got the message. And now flip it. You know that one aunt at every family gathering, the one who walks in laughing, squeezes your cheeks even when you are 28, makes everyone feel instantly welcome. Suddenly, the room is louder, the food tastes better, and conversations that were stiff become easy. Same people, same room, different energy, completely different experience. So, this is the metaphor I want you to hold today. Your presence sets the temperature of every room you enter. So, let me say that again. Your presence sets the temperature of every room you enter. And here's the thing about temperature, you get to choose it. Not always, not perfectly, but far more than most of us realize. So let me walk you through three rooms. See if you recognize yourself in any of them. Yes, you have to recognize yourself because I'm not saying anything कि किस कमरे में शेर बैठा है. Right? So recognize yourself. Room one. Now this is the homemaker's kitchen. Meena wakes up at 6 a.m. She hasn't slept well. The pressure cooker incident from yesterday is still sitting in her chest. She makes chai, packs lunches, manages the morning chaos, all while carrying a low grade irritation she hasn't named yet. Her daughter sits down for breakfast and says, Mama, are you okay? She says, I'm fine. But the daughter leaves for school with a small weight in her stomach that wasn't there the night before. And here's what Meena doesn't know. She's not just cooking breakfast, she's setting the emotional weather forecast for her family's entire day. Now, this isn't guilt, it's awareness. Because the moment Meena knows she has this power, she also knows she can use it intentionally. She can pause, breathe, choose to pour a little calm into those 20 minutes, even on a hard morning, not by being fake, but by being conscious. So that was the homemaker's room. Now, room two, the office conference room. Let's see how many of you are there. So, Divya is a team lead at a startup in Pune. She's been told she's too intense. She walks into every meeting already in solution mode. Fire in her eyes, urgency in her voice, fingers tapping before someone's even finished their sentence. Her team delivers, but they dread her meetings. They edit themselves before speaking. Good ideas stay unspoken because nobody wants to be the one whose idea gets efficiently dismantled in 45 seconds. Divya has ambition. She's intelligence. What she doesn't yet have is the awareness that her energy is costing her the very output she's driving so hard to achieve. See, calm energy doesn't mean passive energy. It means a room where people think better, speak more honestly, and bring their whole selves to the problem. And that's not soft, that's strategy. Now, coming to room number three. Now, the one for the men. And I say this with love. Vikram is stuck in traffic, is already late. Some gentleman in a white Innova just cut him off without a blinker. Naturally, his blood pressure is doing things his doctor would not approve of. He's been on his phone, half answering messages, half plotting revenge fantasies involving traffic police. He walks into his 9 a.m. client meeting carrying all of that. He doesn't say a word about it, but the client, someone who's deciding whether to trust him with a significant project, picks up something, a tightness, a distraction, an energy they say that says, I'm not fully here. The meeting goes fine, but the fine is not what closes deals. Presence does. 2 minutes in that lift before walking in, 2 minutes of consciously leaving the Innova in the parking lot could have changed the entire arc of that meeting. Now, I'm not telling you to be cheerful when you're hurting. I'm not asking you to perform positively like it's a job requirement. What I'm saying is, you have more control over your internal state than you have been taught to believe. Not through willpower, not through forcing a smile, but through one small intentional pause. A pause that says, before I walk into this room, this kitchen, this office, the classroom, this family dinner, who do I want to be in here? What do I want to leave in this space? Because positive energy doesn't just change how others feel, it changes what's possible. It opens doors that tension keeps shut. It creates conversations that fear prevents. It builds trust that anxiety erodes. So your energy is not just a mood, it's a magnet. So here is your one practice for today. Just one. Before you enter any room today, your home, your workplace, a friend's space, even a phone call, pause for just 5 seconds and ask yourself, what energy do I want to bring here? Yes, that's it. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to be in a perfect state. You just have to be intentional. 5 seconds, one question, every door. Watch what shifts, not just in the room, but in you. Yes. So I want to leave you with something. We spend so much time trying to change the rooms we walk into, the workplace culture, the family dynamics, the mood of the people around us, and we exhaust ourselves doing it Because you cannot change a room by arguing with it. You change a room by entering it differently. See, the most quietly powerful people I've ever met, they didn't have the loudest voice in the room. They had the steadiest energy, and the steadiness was magnetic. People leaned toward them. Problems felt smaller around them. Possibilities felt more real. And that is not a gift some people are born with. That is a practice. And like all practices, it starts small. It starts with 5 seconds at a doorway, a breath, a question, an intention. So you may not control everything that happens to you, but you absolutely control the energy you carry into it. And that energy, it is the first thing the room feels and the last thing it remembers. So, your call to action starting right now is tonight, before you walk into your room, pause just 5 seconds and ask, what energy am I bringing in? And tomorrow morning, before your first interaction of the day, set your intention. One word is enough: calm, warm, present, focused. And when you notice your energy shifting in a direction you don't want, don't judge it. Just breathe and choose again. You are the temperature of every room you enter. So make a room people want to stay in. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.